Hello everyone. We all know that we live in a democratic country, and being a citizen of a democratic country has its own advantages and disadvantages. We know that a country can only run when it has a set of rules or it has some obligations to be fulfilled. Here in our country, we have a written document in which we find such rules, and that document is known as Constitution. The Indian Constitution is a legal document which contains basic laws that define the powers and the functions of the government. Every government has to function according to the laws laid down in the Constitution. Constitution of India was put into force on 26th January 1950. So with this introduction, you might be able to know that we are going to learn about the Constitution and need for law. So let's get started. So what we have learned so far, we have learned that what is a constitution. Do you know the Constitution in its current form consists of a preamble, 22 parts containing 448 articles, 12 schedules, 5 appendices and 94 amendments to date. And one more thing is there, that the Constitution performs dual functions. One is to regulate the government as well as to safeguard the rights of the citizens. So what was the need for the law? Okay, so the next topic is the need for law. No civilized society can lead a peaceful life unless people of society abide by the rules and regulations. Laws are really important for the smooth functioning or running of the society and for establishing peace and order in the state. When British left our country and our country got freed, it required a set of laws and rules because the people of India wanted to have a democratic country. Because of that, our constitution was made and several new laws were passed to reduce crimes and to bring harmony, peace and brotherhood in our country. The laws were necessary. So just because of that, this written document of rules and regulations was made. When it was made, it had a preamble. Now, what is a preamble? Yes, this is our next topic. The word preamble literally means an introduction to a legal document. The Indian Constitution opens with the words "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic." The preamble thus reflects the spirit of Constitution. It also shows that people of India are the real authority. Here, real authority signifies that we, the citizens of India, have certain rights. So, the next topic is fundamental rights. The Indian Constitution guarantees 6 fundamental rights. These are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. These rights are mentioned in part 3rd of the Constitution. And you know what? If we have some rights, we have some duties too. To be a responsible citizen of our country, we should perform several duties as well. So, what are those duties? Let's see in the next topic. That is fundamental duties. It shall be the duty of every citizen of India to promote unity, patriotism and harmony among the people, Now we'll move to the next topic, that is the changes in the Constitution. Changes are made through a process called amendment. The process through which change can be brought in the Constitution is mentioned in the Constitution itself. You know why is it important to bring changes in the Constitution? Because there are some chances by which the people or the rights of the people were getting exploited, and to bring it in the balance, the government had to take some steps, and those steps had become the amendments. That means the reforms were there in the predetermined rules or the set of rules. That's why the changes were made. As we all know, laws are good because they aim at the welfare of the people. But it does not mean that all laws passed by the government are in the interest of the people. So, there is always a spirit of dissent. Dissent means disagreement underlying a bad law. During the British rule, several unjust laws were passed by the government. For example, salt tax imposed by the British, but Mahatma Gandhi stopped them and violated the salt law. So this was the disagreement shown by Mahatma Gandhi during the salt movement. In India, the government has passed several laws against dowry, untouchability, and similar other ill practices. But this does not mean that the acts are always effective. The ideals before our nation can only be realized if the vision of a strong and united India is engraved in the hearts of all Indians. Thank you, students. This was the whole chapter where you got to know that what was the Constitution, what were our fundamental rights and duties, as well as what were the laws and dissent. That's all for today. Thank you, students.